Hey, what's up everybody? Today I wanted to go over a get home bag. You can call it whatever you want. It can be your bug out bag if that's what you want, or SHTF bag. It has many names, but I call it my get home bag. This bag stays with me in my patrol car every day, so if I'm out somewhere and say car breaks down or I don't have cell service, radio network goes down, just you imagine it, it happens, and then you need to get to a safe location or get home. Usually, no matter where I'm at out in the county, it's always about, at the furthest point anywhere, it's probably 30-35 minutes driving time for me to get back home. So it wouldn't take me long, but sometimes, you know, other things happen. You're with your family and you're out somewhere. Who knows? Like I said, imagine it. It could happen. So some people talk about EMP strikes and all that kind of stuff. It's just whatever. But I wanted to do this video so I can show you what the contents of my bag are. That way you can see me put it in action here in a couple weeks, maybe next weekend. I don't really know yet. But I've done this before and I didn't film it, and I should have. So this next time I do it, I'm gonna film it so you guys can see the scenario. Basically, I'm gonna park my vehicle somewhere or be dropped off, and then I'm gonna walk home. Somewhere along the way, I'm gonna stay the night somewhere. I'm gonna hide somewhere. Just like it would be real life and I'm trying to get home. Rain or shine, I'll do it. And this will be a multi-part series, so today is going to be part one, me showing you everything that's in the bag. And then the next one will be me doing it. I may do an after action report on the next video, or I may do a separate one. It just all depends. At that point, I'll go over some things I could have done differently, what gear I used, what I didn't, what worked, what didn't work, all that kind of good stuff. So enough rambling. Let's go ahead and get into what I have in the bag. So we'll start with the outside first. I have a smart water bottle here. You know, they're lightweight and durable. A lot of people that are through hikers, things like that, use these. And they're just good bottles. They're not super thin, but they're not too thick. Then I also added this hydration tube by Hardside Hydration. It runs through, it has a quick disconnect on it. You know, the valve that you drink out of is right here. It also has a switch to turn it on and off. So added that to it. I've just got a carabiner on the front in case I want to hang anything off the front. Get that out of the way. I got some morale patches on here just cause there's a Velcro spot there. On this side, I have an IFAK. I'll do a video on the contents of all of that at a later point. I don't feel like dumping all that stuff out right now, but it's basically, you know, like a tourniquet, compressed gauze, hemostatic gauze, all that kind of stuff. It's basically for serious traumas like being on patrol or anything like that. If you were to get shot, you have a blowout kit or whatever you want to call it. Around this side, I just have another little carabiner with a thing of pepper spray here for some less lethal option. Going back around to this side, we'll start in this top pocket here. I have a charging block. And I also have a 20,000 milliamp Anchor power bank. The cord that's wrapped in this Ranger band on the front is USB-C and a watch charger combined in one for my Samsung watch. Around on the other side, I have micro USB cable. I have a ECR 1620 with a lithium battery. This is for the optic on my my weapon, my concealed carry weapon. And that's going to be everything in that top pocket. We'll go to this front pocket here, the admin pocket. Here I have a first aid kit that I made myself. Whenever I do the video for the IFAK, I can also include this first aid kit, but I just bought this bag on Amazon as an empty bag and just added the things that I wanted to add to it. It's basically just bandages and what have you. Further on down in here, we have a Leatherman Sidekick multi-tool. I think this is a really good multi-tool. A Sillcock key. What this does is it opens water spigots on the side of buildings that don't have the handle you can turn. You pick the size on the key here and you can turn the water on and get water from a building. Small roll of duct tape. I did this myself. I basically just got regular duct tape and just started rolling it into a smaller roll. I have a Sharpie. It's got the ultra fine tip and the regular on there. I have a Zebra M301 mechanical pencil and the same Zebra pen, just in ballpoint pen. And here I have a Silva compass. The mirror can be used for different things that you might need a mirror for. I have a Rite in the Rain notepad. For fire starting and other things, I have a Fresnel lens. I just threw this in here because it basically weighs nothing and it was given to me in a kit with some other stuff. So I said, why not? I'll throw it in there. Then I have a buff. It's a camo and an American flag pattern on it. A bandana. The print on this is basically items you would keep in your bag. It's pretty cool. But you can pre-filter water, do all kinds of stuff with that. And we'll get more into water filtering later. A set of mechanics gloves. Never know when you might need some gloves. Pull a fence open or, you know, whatever you might need to do and don't want to injure your hands. And I believe that's going to be it for the admin pocket. So we'll zip that one up. And this bag is, it's almost a clamshell bag. It only zips about halfway on this side, or unzips rather, but it fully unzips on this side. Oh, and I forgot to mention my gear aid clip here. It swings around and opens up so that you can hang your bag from like the back of a bathroom stall door or something like that. Don't want to set it on the floor. Oh, I got stuff falling out of the bag. So got some bug spray. And I'm going to turn the bag this way so that I can reach the contents easier. Speaking of water filtering earlier, this is a Life Straw filter bag. You can unscrew it. It has the filter here. You can fill it with water, obviously. This filter can unscrew from the cap here. and you can screw it onto the top, and then, but you have to take this rubber bite piece off. But you screw it on here, and then you can screw it back on here so your filter can be on the outside of the bag, and then you put your bite piece back on top of here. So the reason I like this is because not only does this filter work on this bag that it was made for, but you can also screw it on top of the smart water bottle and just about any other bottle you may find, like a Coke bottle or something on the side of the road. So this filter is pretty handy. I've got a couple other different filtering options in some of my camping gear and all that kind of stuff. All the gear in this bag stays in this bag and stays with me when I'm traveling. So I don't ever want to break it up and put it in my camping stuff. That way this bag's always ready to go. Going on to food, I don't keep a whole lot of food or snacks or anything in here, but I do have one of these SOS ration bars. It's not going to be the best thing to eat while you're out there, but you're just trying to get home, so I don't need anything fancy. This is going to give me the calories I need to keep me going, and for a few days actually, if I need to. But I don't plan on being on the road more than 3 days. That would be pushing it. So another option for making any type of food I can get my hands on, if stores are still taking cash and things like that, or your debit card's still working, you can stop and grab some food, and you need to boil some water. This is also another way of disinfecting or cleaning your water. So I've got a fuel canister, a little BRS stove that attaches to the top of the fuel canister, and then this GSI cup. So all that is really lightweight, goes together pretty easy, and it just stores away like that. I have this canister. It's kind of like an Altoids canister. This is a little fire kit that I put together. It's held together with a Ranger band. Ranger bands are good for holding things together, but you can also use this as a fire starter. It burns pretty well. So inside my fire kit, I have these cotton fire plugs that are impregnated with wax. I have a regular BIC lighter because you want to keep it as simple as possible when you're trying to start a fire. And then I have some storm-proof matches. These things will burn. You can actually dunk them in water and they will continue to burn. So they burn really hot, and it will help you get your fire going pretty quick. And I added some double-sided tape in here and stuck my striker for my matches right there on top of the lid. So that's my little fire making kit. Continuing on, I have a military style poncho. The reason I carry this is for shelter option, whether I'm wearing it to stay dry or setting it up in a actual shelter format to give me something to sleep under. So it's awesome to have that. And a Ziploc bag, I have a extra set of underwear and some socks in case I need them. And then something to sleep in. I have this SOL Escape bivvy, and my last get home hike I did use this to sleep in. It's not super warm, but it keeps you warm enough. So it has this reflective material on the inside that reflects your body heat, but the outside is this green material just like you see on the bag, but it allows you to breathe so you don't build condensation up inside the bivvy bag. Next up, I have this little stuff sack from Eagle Nest Outfitters. I really like their hammock products, so I've just had this extra bag laying around. But inside here I have some aluminum tent stakes. They must have come with one of another tent or something I bought a couple years ago, and they were extras. So I threw them in here just to help me set my shelter up a little bit easier. And then I have a hank of paracord. I should probably get a different color than orange. That way it doesn't stand out as much. Because when I'm getting home, I don't really want to stand out to a whole lot of people. I kind of want to tuck away somewhere, whether it's in a dark alley or in a wooded area. It just depends on where I'm at. And I want to try to blend in as much as possible so that, there's a fire ant on the bag, but try to blend in as much as possible to my surroundings so that I'm not noticed by people and be bothered and all that kind of stuff. To go along with what I carry on my side for protection, I have an extra box of 9mm ammo in here. There's 25 extra rounds. Oh. Never know. And then to go along with my shelter stuff again, I keep a, if I can get it out of the pocket, a contractor bag. Gives you something to sleep on if you want to fill it with debris, like make a debris bed mattress. Also, if you have somebody else with you, this could be used as another poncho if need be. There's a bunch of different uses for these contractor bags, but make sure you get the thickest ones you can from, say, Home Depot or Lowe's, somewhere like that. Continuing on, you're gonna get bored of drinking just regular water while you're out there. So we've got morale boosters for that next morning you wake up and to give you some energy. And like I said, morale boosters. These are instant coffee packs. I really like Black Rifle coffee, so that's my preferred coffee to go with. And then these liquid IV hydration mixes. I really like these too, and I have several different packs here in different flavors, so you don't get bored with that either. So, and then, like I said, this option for other food, if I can get my hands on some other food, I have this UCO spork here. You can separate them, and you have a fork here, a spoon here, and on the opposite side of the spoon there's a knife. You take them apart and put them together, and then you have a long-handled spoon to get inside those Mountain House meals and those or whatever dehydrated meal company you want to go with. You have that to eat with. And then down here I've just got some personal hygiene items. I've got some sunscreen just in case you're walking for a long time and it's really sunny and you don't want to get your face fried off. Dude wipes for when nature calls and you need to handle business. You have a way of keeping yourself clean. You can also wipe your face and hands and all that kind of stuff down with them too. If you're around a water source, I've got this pocket soap. They're basically like little strips of soap, and you get them wet and they foam up and clean with them. So you don't want to be eating a bunch of bacteria that's on your hands, so keep yourself clean. And then if things are super serious, I've got some face paint. If you're trying to camouflage yourself and really blend in, Reason I have this in here, to be honest with you, is because I found it at Walmart on clearance last year after hunting season, and it was 99 cents on the clearance aisle. So I actually grabbed a couple of them, but got it if you need it. Then I have this little tiny little, I think it's made out of Dyneema, little bag from Hilltop Packs for some more hygiene stuff. And basically in here I have toothpaste, a folding toothbrush, some nail clippers and tweezers. So that holds all that together pretty well. And then also in here I have a Morakniv. It's the Light My Fire edition. So Moraknivs are awesome. You can't really beat them. A lot of bushcrafters and stuff out there really like them. So yeah, you can't really say too many bad things about a Morakniv. So just in case I need a fixed blade, it's in here. And it's also got a built-in ferro rod inside the handle. So that's another fire starting option for you there. But these things are super cheap too, so if you ever damage it or lose it or anything like that, you're not going to be out but maybe 15 bucks at the most for one. At least I think this one's the companion, but like I said, it's the Light My Fire edition. And the companion models are about 10 or 15 bucks. So not, like I said, not super expensive. And I believe, nope, we are not done. I almost forgot about this top pocket up here. And there I have a headlamp, and it's rechargeable. It's made by Black Diamond. It's the Storm R. Multiple different lighting options. You have, you know, bright, dim, all the way to red light and all that kind of stuff. And I believe we are now done with everything that's in the bag. It's not a whole lot of stuff, but it's just enough to get you by. Maybe a couple things I could do without, but I like having it in there just for security. Peace of mind kind of thing. If you haven't seen my video of what I carry as a law enforcement officer, I break down what I wear on duty, when I'm on call, or off duty. So that'll tell you other things I would have on me depending on the situation. If I'm in my patrol car out somewhere and something happens, I would obviously be on duty, so all the stuff that I would have on me would assist me in getting home as well. If I'm on call and saying going to another county somewhere here in Arkansas to pick up somebody on a warrant after hours, that would be where one of my long treks would be to get home, because, you know, from central Arkansas to the borders, 2 to 3 hours in any direction. So that would actually take me, sorry about that, my camera apparently got too hot. So like I said, my other video of what I carry on and off duty, that would assist me in getting home. And yeah, anything that you see here on the table, I'm going to try to find it online and post it in the description down below. So if you're interested in buying it yourself, there'll be a link for that. I'm not affiliated with Amazon or any other company out there, website that I add links to. Not sponsored by anybody, but I want to make sure that you guys are able to get things that you're interested in that I may talk about. So I'm getting covered in fire ants, so I'm wrapping the video up. I'll see y'all in the next one. Stick around for my get home hike.